Hi folks, I guess you all know that there is a tariff war ongoing, and this has direct consequences for us photographers, not only for US photographers because they will have to pay more, but also for us non-US photographers, because I have the feeling from the feedback I got that the roadmaps for all manufacturers is changing, and there might be some delays in announcement in the months and years to come, depending on how long this tariff war will go on. And yesterday I noticed something very important that I want to discuss today. But before we discuss all the points about the consequences of this tariff war, a kind reminder to not be really political in the discussion below this video, because this is not about politics. We are a channel about photography, but no matter if you like or dislike politics from one country or another country, this has some direct consequences for us as a photographer, and I'm talking now about those direct consequences. You might be happy or not happy about those consequences. I do not care on this channel, so please be polite and just normal human being, discuss normally like you do between friends that have also disagreement. That's normal. Should be normal in life to have disagreements, okay? But there's one thing that I want to show you now. At BH Photo, since yesterday, many lenses are no more available for pre-order, and if you watch closely, those lenses are made in China. Most of those lenses are very entry-level, affordable E-mount lenses, mostly aps-c, but there are also full-frame lenses and also some GM lenses like the 135 1.8 GM. This is one of the few GM lenses that still is made in China. As you know, Sony does produce lenses in China, Thailand, and in Japan. The most affordable lenses are coming from China, then the other lenses mostly from Thailand, and some very high-end GM lenses from Japan. Basically, BH Photo probably did run out of stock for those lenses made in China, and it makes no sense for them to import them right now because the tariffs are at 145%, if I'm not mistaken, which means it's impossible to sell those lenses right now, and probably they're waiting out the storm to see if there's some kind of agreement between the US and China. Hopefully there will be some kind of agreement, because otherwise all those lenses will no more be imported. All other lenses made in Thailand and Japan are still available, so I guess there the 10% tariff rate is still manageable for the stores. Keep in mind that this is now about BH Photo, but Adorama and Amazon, they have some lenses still in stock. Probably they didn't sell out the stock they already had, but I think within the next weeks you will see also their stocks dry out. So if you want to pre-order one of the lenses you see that I listed here, check out also Adorama, Amazon, and other US stores. You might still be able to get it, but I think really soon this will run out. And so this was the first news. Then yesterday I already quickly reported that this will also happen for other manufacturers. For example, Fujifilm will stop the pre-orders on some cameras like the XM5, the GFX 100 RF, and the X106, because those cameras are produced in China, and this is quite a mess for Fuji. They produce mostly the cameras, if I'm not mistaken, in China, so this is quite a problem. And I don't know as of yet if your pre-order, for example, of the GFX 100 RF will be fulfilled for the price you are supposed to pay, or if those pre-orders will be cancelled, which is also a possibility. So that would be quite a mess, and unfortunate for you as a US potential buyer of this camera. I'm trying to discuss this with the stores. BH Photo and Adorama currently are closed because of Passover, so it's hard to reach them out, or nearly impossible. Amazon has no info. It's hard to get connected to a real person that is not a robot or something answering your calls. So I don't know if you have some info about what's going to happen with all the products, not only from Fujifilm, Sony, but also other manufacturers, and particularly also the Chinese manufacturers like Viltrox and so forth. They really have big issues now. You can contact me here and let me know what your US store or contact is saying about the future availability of some lenses and cameras. Also on a lot of accessories. Most accessories are also made in Asia and particularly in China. So it's quite a messy situation. Now, I heard Europeans and other people saying, yeah, we don't care what the US people are doing as long as we are getting the stuff. But the problem is, even if you're not a US citizen buying stuff and having to pay a lot of premium or not getting some cameras and lenses at all, or your pre-order is cancelled, I know for a fact that many companies are now waiting out this storm because it's hard for them to release new products and then they cannot sell it to the US. So they're probably, I expect some delays on the roadmap for most manufacturers and most stuff. That means that maybe cameras like the Fuji X half or whatever, the announcement could be delayed just to see if the situation between the US and China and other countries will be managed within short time so that they can reliably know that they can ship this camera for a certain price to the US market. So that was about it. I only wanted to give you some example of direct consequences of these policies. Sony and Fujifilm officially removed some pre-orders on lenses and cameras made in China. Probably pre-orders could be cancelled soon on cameras made in China or lenses made in China, so keep an eye on that. And also soon we will see price increases on gear. Also about that, we got some info from Fujifilm, Canon and Blackmagic and so forth that they will likely increase prices on cameras and lenses even if they're not made in China, because price increase of 10% on Japanese and Vietnam and Thai product imports is in place, and this will affect the pricing on cameras and lenses and accessories in the next weeks. But still, I hope that no matter if you agree or disagree with the tariffs, I hope there is some kind of situation where there will be some agreement that makes some sense, at least from me as a photographer point of view. So I'm not an economist, not a political person, but I don't see, it would be nice that people in the US could get their GFX 100 RF for the price they are supposed to pay. So let's hope there is an agreement so that you can get camera and lenses for a decent price. And but it's a bit of a crazy world right now. So I know now that you're tempted to write political comments down this post. Don't do it. I think the social network and the written communication is inherently wrong to discuss those things. I always imagine people being real, having two kids and being in a bar with me, drinking a couple of beers, and then we have a discussion. That's the way I approach discussion, even in written form, but it doesn't really work out as well as I would hope. So be polite, be nice, and let's talk about the consequences of political decision, not about the politics itself. So that would be a start, okay? But I'm too optimistic. I'm sure that I will see nasty comments right now soon on this video. Anyway, that was too much talk. This is what I wanted to say today. I will keep you up to date if there's some additional info like price increases, delays and so forth. Again, contact me if you have some info about this, but also about rumors and on photography and so forth. I would be happy to get it. Also, like this video if you think it's worth to be liked, and also subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button. Okay, see you soon.